Well, hello everybody. It's me, your favorite YouTuber, if I am, Prince Zeno. Today, we are going to react to a video. Very good. I really appreciate it because I really love Dragon Ball, if you've noticed. Anyways, the video is called What If Goku Found Broly Early by Savage Saiyan.
What if Goku escaped to Vampa after Namek? And given how old it is, it definitely could be tweaked. I did have one about Broly being in Vegeta's crew that is nearing its conclusion, and this one will be far different since it's based on an old one. Looking back, there were a lot of things that I could have done differently, not to mention new things I could add now, and more importantly, better editing and audio. Mainly that last part because my old recordings were way too awkward. There's definitely a pun somewhere with the word revamp in Vampa, but instead I'm gonna go with a much simpler title. What if Goku found Broly early? Similar concept, different title, and pretty much a remake overall. So, let's begin this story. The story still begins normally. On Namek, Goku's able to grab a different spaceship instead of the Ginyu pod. He begins slamming out the controls out of desperation, not knowing how to control the ship or where it's going. But since it is a different ship, it's going to take him to a much different place, especially since he's messing with the controls. He's frantic right now. The planet's exploding, and he doesn't know how to control this thing. But he sees that apparently they're heading to a planet that is habitable, but it's small and doesn't seem like there's anyone on there. That actually might be good. Goku doesn't even question it. He collapses from exhaustion as the ship launches from Namek, taking him to some unknown repugnant planet. Goku wakes up not too long after. He feels a lot of shaking, and he realizes that the ship has landed. And yeah, this planet is habitable, at least he could breathe the air here. But he doesn't see anything around. It seems completely desolate. It's some sort of deserted wasteland. There's some creatures here and there, and they don't really scare Goku except for the fact that some of them have needles on them. Something that he's terrified of, which makes him jerk awake. He jumps up into the sky, barely being able to fly above. He's still very tired out. Maybe there's something on the ship to help heal him. But before he heads back to the ship, he senses something far away. Two very small powers. They feel familiar. Not like he knows who they are, but they don't feel like malicious creatures or whatever. It's definitely some sort of intelligent life. And hopefully nothing too malicious. And they're heading his way. He doesn't even need to fly over. He descends back to the ground, tired out. And the powers are approaching rapidly. There's a shockwave as a man arrives nearby, with someone else holding onto his back, and Goku can immediately see. One of them has a tail, and the other one doesn't have a tail, but he looks kind of like a Saiyan. The one with the mustache looks at Goku with shock, realizing that he's probably a Saiyan too, and also seeing that space pod. They could definitely steal it, kill the Saiyan. But the man is curious. How did Goku get here, and why? There's definitely a reason. Goku then fades into unconsciousness once more. And as he wakes up, he's then tied up too. He doesn't even realize it at first, asking who those two are. The mustache man then asks. He wants to know who this person is first. Goku tells him who he is, why he's here, and how he got here. He then notices he's tied up and easily breaks free from it. But as he tries to stand up, he then feels like he's electrocuted. There's something around his neck too. He has that shock collar on. He looks at the man with the mustache, saying he doesn't want to do this. There's no reason to torture Goku or whatever. But the man says he's not trying to do that. He just wants to keep Goku under control. He can't trust Saiyans, and he wants to hear him out first. Goku explains more. So apparently this guy killed Frieza, and he's a Super Saiyan. How? Goku ends up hearing their story too, learning that Broly was sent here by King Vegeta. Wait, King Vegeta? Goku knows Vegeta, at least Prince Vegeta. And Paragus asks, what's up with him? Well, he did die in Namek but got brought back to life. And Goku has no idea of where he is now, but assumes he's still on Earth because that's probably where he was sent with that wish, doubting that he's found a way to leave yet. Paragus curses everything, so Vegeta still is out there. But that's actually good. That means he knows where Vegeta is, and he can head there to kill him. He needs to go to Earth and kill Vegeta as soon as possible. But he can't make a move against Goku, or he can't steal his spaceship. Goku might be too powerful. If he really is a Super Saiyan that defeated Frieza, well, they definitely stand.
Oh, stupid ad. Hate these. I am a Super Saiyan! You stupid ad!
Oh, here we go. Load shedding suspended. Oh, no. Stage 3 starts at 4 o'clock. Okay. Now remember...
If he really is a Super Saiyan that defeated Frieza, well, they definitely stand no chance against him. And as Paragus is thinking this through, Goku grabs the collar on his neck, ripping it clean off. Paragus notices this when he hears the sound of it breaking, and Goku looks over, seeing that Broly's wearing the same thing too. But he can't take it off of Broly because Paragus is watching. Actually, he hasn't really spoken yet either, and he asks again, why was Broly sent here? Something seems strange. You know, him wearing the collar, them being here, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for everything together. Paragus reiterates, King Vegeta was just jealous of Broly's power. And it is uncontrollable, to be honest. So from what Goku can see, Paragus is clearly not a great guy, and he's controlling Broly, but maybe controlling him way far beyond where he's needed to be controlled. He can't be that powerful though, can he? Especially compared to his Super Saiyan. There's no way Broly's on that level of power. It's not like Goku can even fight now anyways because he's too tired out. But then he remembers, right before he lost consciousness, he was gonna go back to the ship, seeing if he could find anything on there to heal himself. He was so set on escaping, and so tired out, that he didn't even think to look around the ship. And once he looks on there, he finds something amazing. There's a healing pod, just like one of the ones he used on Namek after the fight with the Ginyu Force. And Paragus asks, well, is he gonna take them off this planet? And Goku has to come up with some sort of lie. He doesn't want to leave just yet. He needs to think through his options. So on the spot, he comes up with a lie, saying it might not be safe yet because there's probably some Frieza Force ships out there still. Maybe with people way stronger than him. Which actually is true. He doesn't know this for sure. And Paragus asks if he killed King Cold yet. King Cold? No, Goku doesn't even know who that is. And learning of King Cold just makes Goku's lie seem even more believable, because he didn't actually know King Cold is out there. And now knowing that, and not knowing King Cold's strength, well, maybe there's some truth to that. Goku says he needs to heal first, before they could even think about going out anywhere. He tries to show off Super Saiyan, but doesn't really have enough strength to do so. Although Paragus and Broly see it for a very brief moment, so Goku is telling the truth about everything. Well, then they should probably wait for him to heal. If what Goku's saying is true, they might need him on their side if they encounter King Cold or someone like that. So Goku steps into the healing pod, glad that his lie actually ended up working. And this healing will give him some time to think through everything. So what is he supposed to do about these two? Paragus isn't that great of a guy, and Broly's probably a loose cannon for all he knows. He needs to gauge Broly's power first. Not to mention, he can't really fully trust them yet. And now hearing about King Cold, that lie of his might have been true. King Cold could be weaker than Frieza, but he could be stronger than Frieza. Goku doesn't know. So he's gonna need a lot more time, just to make sure he could trust these two before bringing them to Earth, and making sure that he could fight against whatever threat comes their way, including Broly. Goku wakes up not too long after, and tells Paragus he's thought it over. They could leave here soon, but before that, they need to make sure they're strong enough to face off against King Cold. And Paragus says he has no idea how strong King Cold is. But, whatever. It's better to be safe than sorry, especially if King Cold might find their location soon. But Paragus is anxious to get to Earth. He wants to get there as quick as possible so he can kill Vegeta. So first, Goku's gonna test out Broly's strength, and Paragus warns Goku. He might not be able to handle it, but Goku says it should be okay, especially with Super Saiyan, which hopefully he's not gonna need to use. The two of them begin fighting in base. And this is the first real interaction Goku's had with Broly. He hasn't really said or done much, but now they're actually sparring. And he could tell, Broly's base form is incredibly powerful. Goku's base alone won't be enough to contend against this, but maybe Super Saiyan's overkill. So he decides something right in the middle, going into Kaioken times 10, knowing he can go higher if needed. But even this isn't enough against Broly. They continue fighting for a little longer, and Broly's strength grows mid-battle. Paragus has his hand on the remote, ready to electrocute Broly at any time. Goku goes into Kaioken times 20, and even this isn't enough. Broly continuously grows, getting stronger and stronger, and also getting more frustrated that he can't beat Goku, which means that rage is coming out, and Goku can see what Paragus was talking about. His power is fluctuating so rapidly, and his anger too. Broly's not able to control himself. So Goku's gonna try to end this quickly. He's gotten a good gauge of Broly's power, but he doesn't want him to go any further. He transforms into his Super Saiyan, ready to attack and knock Broly out with one blow. But before he can, Broly then powers up too. A greenish aura surrounds him, and he screams, powering far beyond where he was before. But then Goku sees an electrical field around him as Paragus hits the remote, shocking Broly. He stops powering up, then going back into his base, falling down to the ground unconscious. Goku rushes down to catch him. He sees what Paragus was talking about, but still, that's not a way to control his power. They need to actually figure out a better method for that. Electrocuting Broly every time he loses control isn't going to work. Besides the fact that it's just cruel in general, Goku realizes that he's never going to learn this way. And he tells Paragus, maybe he could help Broly, and maybe that'll be a better option first before heading over to Earth. Because what if they get into some fight where Broly can't control his anger, and for some reason the electrocution isn't able to subdue him? And Paragus doesn't want to wait any longer. He wants to head to Earth right now. But Goku says Paragus really doesn't have any bargaining power here. He can't attack Goku because it won't do anything. He could try to sick Broly on Goku, but then Broly will be enraged, and Paragus won't be able to control him, and then Paragus will die that way. And if Goku decided to leave on his own, it's not like Paragus could stop that either, because then he'd be destroying the spaceship, which would be his only way out too. His best option is to just go with Goku's plan. And Goku doesn't want any more trouble. He's not too fond of Paragus, but that's partially due to Paragus' situation, so he kinda understands why Paragus is so agitated about everything. But at the same time, he's going about this all wrong, especially the way he's treating Broly. And even though Paragus doesn't flat out say that he wants to go and kill Vegeta, Goku can tell that he's hiding something. All of this just doesn't sit right with Goku. He needs more time. Eventually, a wish is made to Porunga to try and bring Goku back to Earth, but Goku tells everyone that he's staying here. He doesn't want to leave Broly and Paragus, but doesn't trust Paragus enough, and Broly needs some more training too. They just need to wait a little bit longer. And he tells everyone on Earth he's found another Saiyan. Well, actually two, but one of them is very powerful, and he's gonna bring both of them back to Earth eventually. Vegeta can't believe it when he hears this. First of all, the fact that Goku's alive is amazing, and the fact that he doesn't want to come back. But also, there's another Saiyan out there? Two of them actually? And if Goku's saying he's strong, that must mean he's
Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き帰らないでと
And if Goku's saying he's strong, that must mean he's really powerful because Goku's a Super Saiyan. Goku is the epitome of a strong Saiyan. And Vegeta realizes he probably has more competition, another Saiyan, possibly stronger than him. And he's also wondering, if there is another Saiyan out there, how did he get out there? How did he escape planet Vegeta? What happened there? It could be a deserter, or maybe it could have just been dumb luck that they escaped at the right time. But Vegeta doesn't want to take the risk. Whoever this is could be trouble, both in terms of strength and their motives. He leaves Earth on a whim, beginning to train immediately. More time passes, and eventually, Trunks appears on Earth like normal. But there's a few differences this time. For one, Vegeta's not there, and Goku's on a completely different planet. He's not going to instant transmission in because he doesn't have instant transmission. Trunks defeats Frieza and King Cold like normal, with no one knowing where Goku is, or where Vegeta is for that matter. And Trunks is kind of concerned at first, but he hears that Vegeta is still alive, he's just off planet. This makes the group a bit suspicious with the fact that Trunks is so concerned about Vegeta, but they don't really question it too much. He seems to know a lot more than just about Vegeta. Trunks was just concerned that maybe Vegeta died, and maybe that means he's not going to be born here, but that's fine. Vegeta's still in the picture somewhere. So, they all wait around. Immediately he jumps off the ship on guard, ready to fight against King Cold and Frieza, because apparently Frieza's back too, which surprises him. But he doesn't sense either of their powers nearby. Two other people step off the ship with Goku, and they're surprised. Goku's wearing some sort of Saiyan armor. Well, his clothes were ripped on Namek, and he didn't really have anything else, so he just took whatever he found on this ship. Piccolo then points a finger at him, changing his clothes back to normal. Awesome! He's wanted a new gi, but everyone then addresses the elephant in the room. So, who are these other two Saiyans? Goku introduces everyone, Broly and Paragus, and then Paragus questions, where's Vegeta? Why does everyone want to know where Vegeta is? First this time-traveling dude, and then this other Saiyan. Paragus plays it off cool. He just heard that Vegeta was around here, and knowing that he's the prince, he wanted to see him. Well, apparently Vegeta's far away in space, training to become a Super Saiyan much earlier on than normal. He's doing this as a precautionary measure, in case he does need that power. But also, he wants the power too. It's not just that he probably will need it, it's that he does want to become a Super Saiyan in general. He'll surpass Kakarot, and whatever other Saiyans out there. Which is kind of funny because he's unaware of Trunks' existence too, and the fact that there's actually another Super Saiyan out there. And he's unaware of the androids as well. He's not going to hear about that info until he's back on Earth. But in the meantime, Trunks can at least inform everyone here. He wonders if things will be okay though. Vegeta's gone, and he hopes Vegeta will come back because otherwise, he's not going to be born here. And who the hell is Broly and Paragus? He never heard Bulma mention any of these two. And it seems kind of like a big omission. Two other Saiyans with them? Something's not right here. First, Trunks was told that Goku teleported in and killed Frieza himself. There was no other Saiyans involved. And Vegeta was supposed to be here the entire time. Why is he off planet? After giving everyone the info and giving Goku the heart virus medicine, he heads off, thinking about all of this. Hopefully things will turn out okay. But he's not entirely sure. Things aren't adding up. Things aren't normal here. Could it possibly be that the timelines are different? He doesn't know for sure. Now we head into the 3-year time skip. At some point, about a year or so later, Vegeta then comes back, arriving on Earth, confident as ever. He lands at Capsule Corp, and one of the first people to see him is Goku, asking where Vegeta's been. He's been doing intense training in space, and now he's finally accomplished what he's always wanted. He's become a Super Saiyan. And Goku's amazed to hear this. That's awesome, especially because they'll need all the power they can get against the androids. Wait, the androids? Oh yeah, Vegeta needs to be caught up to speed. So, he's caught up to speed. And Goku mentions another thing at the end too. There's two other people on Earth that he'd like Vegeta to meet. Two of the other Saiyans. Finally, at last, Vegeta can meet these two. See how strong they truly are. Especially that one Goku was referring to. But he tells Vegeta, be careful. He's still not too sure about them. And one of them specifically, well, he seems gentler, but when he's actually fighting, his power can get incredibly high. Uncontrollable. One of them seems like not really a great person, while the other one seems pretty innocent by Saiyan standards, but his power's far beyond anything Goku's ever seen before. Possibly enough to even worry a Super Saiyan. But Vegeta doesn't care. He wants to meet these two right now. So, they're called over to Capsule Corp, and Paragus rushes over with Broly. Paragus is trained in the meantime too. Not growing too much stronger, but decently enough, and Vegeta can sense his power. So, He's stronger than the average Saiyan, but still very weak compared to everybody else here. But that other guy, Broly, he's the real interesting one. Paragus eyes down Vegeta, and Vegeta notices him stare, and he smirks. What? Is he shocked to see the prince? And this is where we'll leave off for now. So, what'd you guys think about this part? What's gonna happen next time with this revamp? Already the story's going a bit differently than the original, and as we continue forward, it's gonna diverge even more. Let me know your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Well, that was a nice video. I'll record another video for part 2 when it gets out. Even though you basically saw, if you're a Solid Saiyan fan, it's best you go check out his channel in the description down below. And thank you for watching.